When you're looking for Whirlpool innovation and quality, who has the answers, the selection, the price? Ventura TV Appliance. With billions in nationwide appliance buying power, more than Home Depot and Best Buy combined, will help you save. Our low prices on Energy Star qualified Whirlpool appliances save you energy and money and pay no interest on select models when paid in full within 12 months. Ventura TV Appliance, serving you since 1951.
Hi, I'm John Mallos. Welcome to this live edition of Connect with Me on the showroom floor at Ventura TV on this day. A controversy at a local park here in the city of Fresno. It's a sports complex, a sports park. One side is here, the other nowhere to be found. 436-ME-TV, option 11. Back in a moment.
Tonight I want to discuss the importance of the television medium to the American people.
Back here on the program live on this Wednesday morning. Glad you're here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. And a big thanks to Monty Torres of KMPH Fox 26, who filled in for me yesterday here on Connect with Me on a Business Tuesday. Thanks go out to him, and I'm sure he'll be able to fill in again, and might even have one of the other crew members over there as well as time goes on and as we need to call on somebody to fill in when I'm gone. Anyway, I just want to remind you that you are watching us live as usual on Comcast 187, 43.6 and 13.1. That's the live broadcast that you're watching us on right now. Now, later in the day, you can catch us on tape delay at 2 o'clock, 13.6 YouTube, 8 o'clock at night, 4.6 Biz TV, and then the Twitter account, which needs to be a little updated on my part. You can follow me there at John Mallos, at John Mallos Me TV, the Twitter account. All right, you might recall, roughly 6 months ago or so, we had a nonprofit organization on this program called Way of Life Sports Foundation. That was way back on September the 24th, 2014. Let's roll the videotape, my friends, show you exactly what I am talking about. Those same folks are back here again today because they have a major complaint against the city of Fresno. They say the mayor is playing politics. The parents and coaches of Way of Life Sports Foundation claim they are being pushed out of Al Radka Park by the city to make way for the mayor's husband and son. They're calling it politics at its worst. The city parks director told me that is not true. In fact, they say the Way of Life Sports Foundation has not been playing by the rules at Al Radka Park for 2 years, but those people in charge of the league now are not following the rules, and that's why the agreement was canceled. The deadline to move out of Al Radka is this summer, and if they want to keep on playing, Way of Life Sports Foundation, which caters to young children with special needs, will have to find a new park. Okay. The new league is called Central Cal Baseball Academy, and it's all set to move into Al Radka Park. In fact, the man who runs it was Terrence Frazier. He has already filed an application. This is the same league where the mayor's son plays and her husband coaches. Live in our studio right now, you've been looking at Jana Keeley, the vice president and board member of the Way of Life Sports Foundation, and the league president, Cardoza Tucker. Both are return guests. You're entitled to call in 436-ME-TV, option 11. We're back with our program in just a moment.
Attention all units. We have reports of 2 motorcycle cops protecting California's highway.
That's for us, good buddy.
The Men of Chips are on MeTV.
Hi, I'm John Baker. I'm John Baker. It's Officer Baker.
He's the blonde one.
Hi there. Officer Poncherello, ma'am.
Frank Poncherello.
Oh, I'm Frank Poncherello.
And he's the one who's Eric Estrada.
There's no way I wouldn't remember a name like that.
Catch the blonde one and the one who's Eric Estrada.
Now on
Chips.
MeTV Fresno, Xfinity 187.
We're back here talking about the Way of Life Sports Foundation, and they were here on September the 24th. They're back again because of this big controversy. Gina Keeley is here, the vice president. The president, Cardoza Tucker, is also here. So welcome back, ladies and gents. And so we got a big controversy, quite different than when you appeared here in September. So what's going on? What's happening? I want you to tell a story in your own words.
Well, basically, as you know, we've been at the park for about 2 years now, and then so we've been out there. Now all of a sudden we have all these allegations against us of what we're doing at the park, and then the group that's coming in, and then the ties and the politics, and just don't add up.
Okay, tell us what's going on though.
Well, we're being kicked out of Alraca Park because I have been allegedly turning sprinklers on anyone that comes through the park. Right. I have been, what do they say I have been? Parking on the fields, charging everyone to come to the games and to the park in general. And yeah, so that's why they say they're moving us out. Okay, so who's moving you out specifically? Who did you talk to, Cardoza? I talked to the, Manuel Maldonado, the parks director, and that was his final decision. When was this? When did you talk to him? I talked to him about maybe 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Okay. All right. What's your story here, Jana? And what do you have to add to this?
Oh, well, I mean, another shocking allegation or something. You know, they claim that we've never operated a special needs program out at Alraca. That's my baby. That's my program. So I was just astounded by the fact that they claim they did an investigation and found that we've never had that. So just their accusations and the way that they're trying to portray us is just absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, now you have this other group supposedly that's you know, they filed an application, and you know, so what? Explain what you explained last week on other news channels. I mean, the accusation is that the mayor's son plays on one of these teams. Her husband coaches one of the teams, and it's politics at its worst. Right. Okay, explain that part of the story. Well, with that part, you got Terrence Frazier, which is buddy-buddy with Bruce Rudd, and then the mayor, of course, Swearingen. Paul Swearingen, their kid plays on Terrence Frazier's 11U team. Paul Swearingen is the manager of CC Baseball. And that's Central Cal Baseball Academy. Baseball Academy, right. Okay. All right. We're looking at Central Cal Baseball Academy right now. We actually took some photos, or actually took some videotape here at Chukchansi Park when they were working out just not too long ago. In fact, we had Terrence Frazier scheduled as a guest here for weeks. He was scheduled to come on today, and then the controversy kind of broke last week, and he decided not to come on the program. He says he had to be out of town. He was going to send 2 other people here today, and those folks did not want to show up at the advice of an attorney from McCormick and Barstow. I'm going to read the email, part of it here on the air in just a bit, but for now, you're saying, as I hear it correctly, as we take out, this is not your baseball league. This is CenCal Baseball Academy, right? On the film, right. Yeah. That's what people at home are looking at right now, and Terrence Frazier is in charge of this. Terrence, by the way, big story in the Fresno Bee on Saturday that he's going to try to revive Granite Park. So, what is your allegation specifically against Terrence Frazier, that he is being treated with kid gloves because the mayor's son plays on one of the teams? Well, that's what it appears to be. Explain. Well, we have a whole hour. Right. Well, it's just the connections and everything. I mean, if you look at it, he's the president of his board on CC Baseball, and then, you know, he's the mayor's husband, so it's very clear to see. So, what do you think, Jana? What can you say about this? I see the affiliation. I guess the biggest question in my mind is, why are they interested in Alraca Park? Why that side of town? And so I can't put anything together that explains that. You know, all of our athletes are primarily from those disadvantaged communities, southeast West, Fresno, and also Calawa. So I'm thinking, why are they coming over here? So that's my only reasoning too, is you know who you know. And
now, you've been at Alratka Park for how long? 2013?
Yeah, that's pretty much when I came aboard. You know, Cardoza and I have built a lot of stuff since 2013. So yeah.
Yeah.
So my heart's there too.
And so let me put up on the screen. Manuel Maldonado is the city parks director, and I want to put a quote up on the screen. Actually, we've got a phone call. Let's take that first. Good morning, caller. You're on the air on Connect with Me. Go ahead.
Hey, you cover up that love vote again with stupid Connect with Me program. I know it's love vote because I used to get the Easter feed when they had 18 viewers, and I don't.
Okay, I don't know what that call was all about. But let's take another phone call if we can. I guess, okay, 436-ME-TV option 11. If you do call in, be courteous to our guest. Now, let's put that full screen up from the City Parks Director. His name is Manuel Maldonado. And basically what he says, he, and I'm talking about Cardoza Tucker, started having problems out there at Alratka Park. He started charging people without giving us notice. We told him he can't do that, and he also started going into the control boxes, changing the water schedule on the sprinklers. We told him he couldn't do that. The city has defined policies as to when the parks can actually water those fields or those lawns. Get your reaction first to the first comment by the city parks director.
Like I said, as far as the water sprinkler goes, I have tons and tons of emails that there's a sprinkler problem out here. Like, we had times where we come out to practice and the sprinklers are on running, fields are completely flooded. Only reason I went into the sprinkler box is to turn the timer off or the sprinklers off, so at least we can do some kind of practices.
Right.
Now, with charging of the gate fee, anybody in the travel ball world knows that if you go to a tournament which is qualified as a special event, you charge a gate fee.
Yeah. Okay. Caller, you're on the air. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Hi. Turn down that. Turn down your TV set, please, ma'am.
Okay, it's turned down.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hello, I'm calling in because I am a part of the Way of Life Foundation. I'm one of the supporters, and I find it to be very disheartening that these group of individuals have went out and put 110% effort to get this park to where it is today, and give these disadvantaged and disabled students an outlet. And, you know, it just seems like they're just trying to come in and just take it away. Just doesn't seem right. It's disheartening to the community.
Right.
This group of individuals have worked very, very hard for what they have accomplished.
What is your association with Way of Life Sports Foundation?
I am the sister of one of the people that's on the board of the Way of Life Sports Foundation.
Okay. Okay. And so what do you think is going on here?
To me, as they were saying, it seems like it's a lot of politics being played. I don't really know the back end of what exactly is going on, detail for detail. But it does seem like there's a lot of shadiness going on between the city and, you know, this organization. That I do feel.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we appreciate the call, appreciate your time, appreciate you calling in. Jana, where do you guys go from here? There's been some talk about threatening a lawsuit against the city, maybe against Terrence Frazier and his SenCal Baseball Academy. What's going on with that?
You know, the city's the ones who actually accuse us of that. We walked into a meeting with Mr. Maldonado, anticipated to have a meeting with him, and he said he couldn't meet with us because we were seeking legal action against the city. Surprised us. I mean, we don't have an assigned attorney. We don't, you know, we've actually just been trying to follow the chain of command, you know, reaching out to who we can. We went to the city council meeting and tried to suggest changes or, you know, the way we thought was right, and they didn't want to hear it, and so we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so you have no attorney right now, Cardoza?
Well, we have an attorney through our business, like any other business, but not an attorney to go seek legal action.
Yeah, okay. Another phone call coming in here. Okay. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hi, good morning. I'm calling in regards to the Way of Life Foundation. I think it's very unfortunate that a group of people that have worked very, very hard, and I know this personally because my son, they don't know him, is involved with this program, as well as I've seen Janet Keeler, I know her very well as Cardoza Tucker. I've seen them work tirelessly for these kids and for this park. I see them going without pay, putting their own money and their own efforts into the park as well as these children. Now, to have another organization, why are they even given a camp at Chauncey Park? That, to me, tells one side of the story there, that they're able to have the funds to do that, which Way of Life Foundation is not at this time. But given the chance, I'm pretty sure that they will be able to one day do this for their kids. But the way things are going at this point, that's not going to happen because of politics, which I know wholeheartedly that's what it is. As I said, I've seen these individuals work tirelessly day after day with no pay, putting money from out of their own pockets into this program. Now, to have another group come in and take it away, no. I will be at every protest. I will do whatever it needs to make sure that this does not happen.
Yeah, but
caller, thank you for your time, and thank you, Dana, and thank you, Cardoza, for all your hard work.
Hey, caller, stay there for a minute. You still there?
Yes,
caller?
I am.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
I'm here.
Okay, stay there because I want to ask you a question. The City Parks Director, Manuel Maldonado, I put up a full screen just a minute ago talking about the fact that you know, he started, you know, I'm talking about Cardoza Tucker, he started charging people without giving them notice. He started messing with the control boxes for the sprinklers. He wasn't taking care of the fields. He was driving his truck on the field. Now, if all these allegations are true that Cardoza Tucker and his organization, Way of Life Sports Foundation, was not taking care of the property, wouldn't it stand to the reason that maybe the city would say, okay, we're gonna cut our ties and go with someone else?
These allegations are untrue from what I've seen, and like I said, I've been a part of this organization. They're totally untrue.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen emails where they were allowed to charge gate fees. Now all of a sudden they're not allowed to charge gate fees. And the question I have is, if these allegations are true, give them some type of warning. Do not take them out of the park. Help them to revive the park instead of taking something away that they worked very hard for. Not to mention, there's special needs kids that are finally starting to come out of their shell because they're at that park because of the hard work that the parents as well as this organization is putting into this park. Now, if you remove these kids and they have to go to a different place and have to start all over again, that's going to affect them. I feel like the city should come in and help them instead of take them out of that park.
Caller, could I answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, like you said,
Yes.
through all these allegations, it's through emails where the city said that we could charge gate fee, like they said, as long as I let them know. I gave them a tournament schedule, as well with, they said we can charge gate fee as long as the city gets 30% of what we make. We have it documented.
Exactly.
Manuel Maldonado on one of the shows admitted to that. Another thing is through our meetings, they said about the vehicles driving up there, they gave us one truck because we can't haul dirt and, you know, all these bags of clay and chalk. So they gave us one truck that we can take onto the field, and they gave us one utility vehicle, meaning like a quad to drag the field. And it's all there, so I don't understand why they're driving up. Another thing why, because when we first got there, it was a lot of soccer being played and a lot of different things, so we kind of had to tell people. And through emails, I have stating we're the reason why they put up the barricades to stop people from driving up on the field, because I mean, I'm out there practicing with kids. I'm not going to stop my practice to tell random people they can't drive up on the field. So I said, if you guys want to stop this or have a problem, solution to this problem, come out, put up barricades or something to prevent people from driving up. And they did.
And that's the things that the city needs to do. They need to help this program as opposed to trying to take them away from this park. That's just my opinion. And like I said, I think work tirelessly. Help them instead of harm them. Help the kids. That's the main purpose that we're here for today, is the kids.
Okay.
Help the kids.
Right. All right, caller. Thank you very much for your input. Time to take a break here on Connect with Me. We are talking with the people from Way of Life Sports Foundation, and you can call in and weigh in. Being kicked out of Al Ratka Park, they have until July to find a new place to play for the Way of Life Sports Foundation and the special needs kids. We're back in a moment. You can call in and weigh in after this.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Frigidaire Gallery appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start, but you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Time for that upgrade to an Energy Star qualified French door Frigidaire Gallery refrigerator. Quality appliances for the way you live. Get the best selection, price, and service in town without waiting. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise.
Tune in to Heartland for the best in true country music. Relive vintage specials, one-of-a-kind concerts, and country music's earliest videos. Heartland is the heart of country, the only place where you can find country music, country stars, and country lifestyles 24/7. Heartland, the heart of country.
Now on channel 13.2.
And then all of a sudden to be pushed out of a park for nothing less than the fact that the mayor has to have a place for her husband's team to play. I find it insulting.
Parents and coaches of a baseball league, including a special needs team for kids and adults in Southeast Fresno, claim they are being pushed out and have to go somewhere else, all because of politics.
However, Fresno city officials say that's not the truth. Fresno's park director says the real reason is that the leader of the current organization running the field is not following the rules. That organization is called A Way of Life Sports Foundation. KMPH Fox 26 News investigative reporter Eric Rosales spoke to both sides, each of which hopes a solution can be found soon.
Since 2013, the nonprofit organization A Way of Life Sports Foundation has been running a baseball program along with a special needs program here at Al Radka Park. But now the organization says it's been told to get out.
Makes you, feel angry, after all the hard work and time and efforts and that we put in for not only the field, but with the community and different activities that we host here.
After July, Way of Life Sports Foundation workers say the city's Parks Department wants to move their kids, including its special needs baseball program, to 4 other fields: Einstein, Fresno Rotary, Sunnyside, and Melody.
Each park that they have offered to us are just nowhere near ADA compliant. One is a basin. There's absolutely no possible way for a wheelchair athlete to gain access to the fields.
Some are calling it politics at work because the new baseball academy set to take over the park has ties to Fresno's mayor and plans to make improvements and bring some $30,000 in scholarships.
And all of a sudden to be pushed out of a park for nothing less than the fact that the mayor has to have a place for her husband's team to play, I find it insulting.
The whole thing with the mayor's kid being on that part of that organization has nothing to do with your decision.
Actually, today was the first day that I heard that her son even played in the program. I wasn't even aware of that.
Fresno's park director says Cardoza Tucker would not follow the rules.
That's a flat lie.
Such as driving on the field and even charging visitors at tournaments.
And he was told that he wasn't supposed to charge. He continued to charge, and we told him again. When we changed him over to the park reservation system, we told him that he can charge at that point, but he has to let us know when he's going to be charging.
Did you ask permission?
Right, I asked permission. They said that I can do it as long as I give the city 30% of our profits from gate fee.
Did the city ever ask for 30%?
I believe it's part of there is the city would require, I believe it's 30%, once he receives approval, but he never asked for approval.
Another issue, the park sprinkler system.
We specifically told him he was not to touch the sprinkler systems.
The only time that we went into the sprinkler boxes is to try to turn off the water, because as you see in the pictures that I sent you, the fields will come out and the sprinklers will just be running.
When I sat with him to explain to him that, after July we were going to bring in an adopter, he was very upset, but I also explained to him, I said, Cardoza, we've got some other fields. I'm willing to at least give you a chance, using those other fields. And he just refused. He said no, he didn't want any other fields except Al Radka.
Fresno's park director says a state-of-the-art special needs field will be built in North Fresno, and once that's done, Tucker and his organization will have first dibs on that. But Monty, as you heard, come July, the field will no longer belong to him.
Eric, how long will it take for that special park, that special needs park, to be built that they're talking about?
Yeah, possibly, hopefully by next year. So if the kids actually move from here, then they're going to have to move up to North Fresno.
But it will take at least a year, huh? All right, Eric.
That's right.
The city's park department says on Monday the ADA advisor will visit the parks. Way of Life Sports Foundation will be assigned after July. The city parks department says improvements will be made to make them ADA compliant.
And of course, that piece ran on KMPH Fox 26. Our thanks to our friends over there, Monty Torres, Eric Rosales, probably one of the best investigative reporters in the city today. Great report that ran on Friday night, and our thanks to them for letting us use that piece. Cardoza, we do have a call. Before we go to the caller, your reaction to what Eric's piece and what it entailed, the content.
The other 4 parks. And then they have a $9 million park being built that they're willing to give us. But we had so much problems at this park, why would they do that for us? You know what I mean?
In other words, what you're saying is if you're abusing
one
this
park, why would they give us
why would they give you another park?
4 other parks in a $9 million park? Like what? Like
right.
It don't make no sense.
All right, caller, are you there? Thanks for being patient and waiting.
Hi. I think it was a good point that you brought up about Cardoza abusing the park, Alradka, that they're at right now, and why hasn't the city cut ties with them if that was the case, if the allegations are true. But I wanted to know, have they given any explanation to why they haven't cut ties, why they just assume move the children to another park instead of, you know, if he's, like I said, abusing his privileges and going, you know, against city rules, then why haven't they just said, I'm sorry, we can't have you in this program anymore?
At any parks.
Yeah, well, they did cut the ties to Al Radke Park. They just didn't cut the ties completely.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, so what does that tell? What kind of a message does that send, Jana?
Well, I can take it one or two ways. One, hey, you guys made this park look beautiful. You brought life back to it. The community, I mean, the neighbors across the street, they now come over, walk their dogs. It's a family park now. So... Yeah. I can look at it on the plus side. Hey, you guys are doing a fabulous job. Why don't you go over to this other neighborhood? I think if they would have approached us different, we might have been more receptive to their message. But
right.
So
caller, are you still there?
Yeah.
So why do you think they're being kicked out of Al Radke Park? Why do you think this move is taking place?
I think it was a good point that was brought up about the mayor's son being involved, or the mayor's husband. You know, I honestly don't know the total reason why, because they won't give an explanation, and they canceled their appearance, so they can't explain, you know, further to us that have questions. So it just leaves us up for speculation.
Okay.
You know, like I said, they're kicking them out of the park because they violate all these rules, but they're sending them to another park. I mean, can you not get to the sprinklers or the box, or can you not charge people there? Is there like heavy security going to be watching you? I don't know.
I don't know. Thank you, caller, for being patient and waiting, at least. I appreciate it very much. All right, take care. Now, I want to roll some more videotape of the Central Cal Baseball Academy out there at Chickchansey Park. I do want to mention, in all fairness, how this all came down, this show today. Several weeks ago, Terrence Frazier, who is in charge of the Central Cal Baseball Academy, he told us to go out. Hey, you know, our academy's playing out there. We're working out at Chickchansey. Go out there and take some video for my appearance on the show today. And this was several weeks ago. Our guy, Marcus Barilli, took this video. So then I got a call last week. Terrence can't make the appearance here on the show today. He was going to send Jennifer Willis and Larry Meza. They both backed out. And then I got a call yesterday from an attorney at McCormick Barstow here in Fresno saying we can't let anyone from the Central Cal Baseball Academy appear on this program, that I'm going to send a statement. I will read that statement on the air in just a short while here. Caller, you're on the line. Go ahead.
Hi, John, and hello to your guests. You know, this is a very interesting topic, and it was difficult to get in. This is my third try to get into the show, so good job on touching on this. My question is, what was their involvement, your guests' involvement in, I guess, in the renovation of this park? I know from past experience involved with other community organizations, a lot of times when they're trying to get grants, they'll use a specific organization as the grant, you know, that this grant money is going to be helping this organization and so forth. Was there anything like that, or were they involved with the renovation, used as the organization of choice for this park? And I'm just kind of find it funny if that was the case, that now when it's convenient for this baseball league to come in, they're being pushed out. So I'll take your comments over the air.
Well, I guess I just want to clarify your question. Are you asking if we were like recipients of grant money and that's why we did the repairs, or could you just clarify your question?
Caller's not there.
Okay.
So go ahead and answer if you want.
Well, I wasn't sure. No, we were not any part of any grants or recipients. Everything's out of our own pockets.
And we have donations and sponsors, like Ewing Irrigation helps us out. We have Osh right down the street. We have Home Depot, things of that nature.
So no grant money at all?
No.
Either from the state or feds?
Absolutely none.
Strictly donations. All right, caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yes. This topic you have this morning is very interesting. Fact is that it sounds to me that until you get down to the truth, because it sounds like one side or the other, or both are not telling the truth. And until you get down to the truth, you ain't going to solve this.
Right.
Unless the powers that be have enough power to just push you out of there.
Yeah, hey, caller, I got a question for you. So we have one group here from the Way of Life Sports Foundation that showed up today. The other folks from Central Cal Baseball Academy did not show up. We have a quote from the parks director. So how do you get to the truth, in your opinion?
That's a very tricky answer.
That's why I asked. I thought maybe you might know.
You got an hour or two to talk about human nature.
Yeah.
Unless people come out and say, hey, this is not the reason, we're kicking you out because of this, then you got the truth. But if they mess around with the sprinklers and do as they're not supposed to be doing, then they're doing wrong. And they give reason. Other than that, you just got to wait for the truth.
Well, the truth lies within those emails when I was telling the city for about 8 months the sprinkler system's messed up. The sprinkler system's messed up. We have emails that, can you please come out and fix the sprinklers? That's why I went in, because nothing was done. We had our own crew come out and we asked them, can we put in sprinklers? Osh is willing to donate us sprinklers. Like, we can do it. We got maintenance people to do it. So why not repair the sprinklers? Like, as you've seen in the last clip with Maldonado, we can charge gate fee. We just got to let them know. I sent them a tournament schedule. They know of all the tournament schedules. But once again, they bring me in to get all my ideas, and then there was no contract signed because they're moping around council meeting after council meeting. Like, what's going on here? And then all of a sudden, they're saying that Adopt a Park was here. No, we don't do Adopt a Park no more. You're on paid reservations. Oh, Adopt a Park's back again, but we're going to let this group do it. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
all of
they
a sudden,
got you. Now, Gina, they eliminated your Adopt a Park program.
Right.
That's where you take over the park, and in return, you have to take care of the field, the sprinklers, the grass, the field, and this and that. Now, when they changed over to the reservation part, now you got to pay a fee, right? Okay, so are you back on the fee schedule, or are you back on Adopt a Park?
we don't know. We had a meeting with Manuel on Monday, but he canceled once again on us. Like, so now they're saying that we can't talk to him. Like, why can't we talk to you? We're here trying to dissolve this matter. Like, we went down to the city council board members meeting and explained ourselves, got put on the agenda. You know what I mean? So what's the problem here? I'm doing every step that I can to figure out this problem. The district managers, the mayor, city office, city manager. Like, what's going on here?
Go ahead,
I was just going to say, back to the sprinkler issue, we have emails documenting days, times. When Cardoza would arrive at the field, he would send an email to Eddie or whomever and say, it's Monday, 5 o'clock p.m., look at all these sprinklers running. Fields are flooded.
Speaking of which, I want to put up the second quotation from Manuel Maldonado, the city parks director. It says, this woman showed up with her kids, meaning at Al Radke Park. He told them they couldn't practice there, meaning you, Cardoza, because he had this permit that precluded, I should say, anyone from using the park. She said it was a public park, and he said no, and he turned the sprinklers on her. She sent a letter to us, and she was really upset and told us what had happened. What's your reaction to that? Is that what happened? Is that accurate?
Absolutely not.
Where's
You
this
turn the
lady?
sprinklers on a lady?
No.
Like I said, the sprinklers, we'll go out to practice and the sprinklers will already be running. That was our problem. The sprinklers are on. Like, that's when I had this, like, what's the sprinkler
So
schedule?
you never turned the sprinklers on this woman who wanted to
No, not at all.
participate with some
Not
kind
at
of
all. And we're all for
at
the
the park.
kids. We want more kids to come. Like, we combine with different leagues to play different games, you know? So
Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah. So is the mayor's husband and son involved
yes.
by kicking these people out?
Well, they play, it's all just controversy. Like, you got CC Baseball Academy, which Paul Swearingen, the mayor's husband, is the president of the academy, which coaches the 11U team, which their son plays on the team.
Right.
That's the only connection that we know.
And Terrence Fraser has applied with the city, an application with the city to take part or take his league over to Al Radka Park as part of an Adopt a Park program, which means they play there for free as long as they maintain the field.
Right.
Right. But nothing is set in stone. The city has not accepted one way or the other, so we don't know if Central Cal Baseball Academy will in fact be playing at Al Radka Park come August. But what's your suspicion?
It seems like they've already made up their mind, because when we presented our argument to City Council, they didn't really want to hear it.
Yeah.
So, and they just keep suggesting us to other properties, and
Okay, we got to go to break here, and we are talking with the folks from Way of Life Sports Foundation, and I do want to talk about this email when we come back. It's from David Immersion. He's an attorney at McCormick Barstow here in the city of Fresno. He sent me this long email, which I can't read the entire thing on the air, but I will read parts of it, which he called me yesterday. He said, you know, Central Cal Baseball Academy is not coming on the program. These folks here, in fact, have threatened a lawsuit. They're saying, no, we haven't. We'll get to the bottom of this and read the email. Phone call, you're welcome to call in, and if you want to chime in, the phone number is 436-MEET-TV, option 11.
Euronews, most watched news channel in Europe.
All right, we're back here on the program. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, this is a park, and I just heard him mention that, you know, being a public park, is, you know, you go there free to play. But does this sports, these people here, I mean, they said that they have schedules for baseball games and stuff. I mean, does it, I mean, and then they said about paying to go in to watch those games, I guess. But the thing is there any time that's free that you can go in there free and play, use the park?
No, it's no charge. The only time that we charge is we host tournaments. Like, we have qualifiers, and we have you know, state qualifiers and travel team tournaments on specific weekends. Like, for instance, we have a tournament coming up where the kids, they play. The first place winners gets a custom Soto glove through one of our partners. And that weekend we charge a gate fee, but that's only for the people that comes for.
What I was asking is that all that time that you have all these things scheduled? Is there any free time for people to go play for free?
Well,
it's all free.
It's not like we're Woodward Park and we're charging entry fee, like, to, you know, the pool park is open for free. We have the baseball fields, and we actually, like, tape it off. So we ask people when they come in to the sidewalk, like, or are you here for soccer? You don't pay. They know if they're here for the tournament, they pay, and that just goes with the
travel ball
environment.
territory and tournaments.
And again, the city is well aware of it, and we have emails documenting that.
And these tournaments, I mean, they're not all summer long. Are they all? I mean, are they all summer long, all winter? I mean,
They go year round, but it's, like I said, specific weekends. Like,
yeah,
you know.
Okay. Any other questions, caller?
Thank you.
All right.
That's
Thank
it.
you. Okay, just to recap here a little bit. You know, Cardoza and Gina represent the Way of Life Sports Foundation. It caters to young children who have special needs. They've been playing at Al Radka Park as part of an Adopt a Park program since 2013. The city notified them they're not renewing the contract. They're out in July. And basically, the Central Cal Baseball Academy has filed an application with the city to take over that park as part of an Adopt a Park program. Now, the mayor's husband, Paul Swearingen, manages that team. Her son plays on one of those teams, the Central Cal Baseball Academy. The theory is these folks are being kicked out to accommodate the mayor's husband and the mayor's son. Scheduled to appear on the program was Terrence Frazier here of the Central Cal Baseball Academy. He couldn't make it. He said he was out of town. He was going to send Jennifer Willis. She's not here, didn't show up. Larry Meza was scheduled to show up. He didn't show up. Got this email yesterday. Actually, the call came in first from David Immersion from the an attorney at the law firm called McCormick Barstow. He said to me in an email, Mr. Malos, as discussed, I represent Central Cal Baseball Academy. During our brief call, I advised that representatives of Central Cal Baseball Academy would not appear on your program as a direct result of the threats of litigation Mr. Tucker has issued against the City of Fresno and Central Cal Baseball Academy.
Not true.
A obviously must be scared for some reason. We don't have no lawyer, or it was nothing even in writing saying that we're going to file a lawsuit or anything like that. So I don't know where that came from. Once again, lies.
You know,
go ahead, Gina.
I was just say the first step that we took when we found out that we're going to be moved from Al Radka, the first thing I thought of was special needs kids, right? So we went right to ADA. Hey, they want to give us these parks. Can you come out and check it out? Because I have some concerns. I mean, so we initially started to just try to fix it and just try to figure out what we can do rather than all this arguing, but...
Central Cal Baseball Academy, reading more from the email, does not agree with the emotionally charged allegations Mr. Tucker is spreading throughout the community. Mr. Tucker's allegation that Central Cal Baseball Academy and Fresno City officials conspired to exclude Mr. Tucker's baseball program from Al Radka is patently false. Based on our communication with the City of Fresno, it is our understanding that Mr. Tucker's Adopt a Park agreement with the City of Fresno was terminated in August 2014.
That's when we went to a meeting. I was actually present at the city for that meeting when they expressed to us that Adopt a Park program was going to be revoked, and what they initially told us was because of budgets and stuff, so they moved us to reservations.
They said that Adopt a Park didn't even, when I say they, Manuel Maldonado in the Parks Department told us that Adopt a Park is no longer, nobody does Adopt a Park anymore, and we're going to put you on reservation. Okay, that's fine. We'll pay our fee, whatever. Now, months later, they brought back Adopt a Park, which never went anywhere, and now Terrence Frazier's doing it.
All right, Jana, let me read more from the email here. David Immersion from McCormick Barstow sending this email on behalf of Central Cal Baseball Academy saying, Central Cal Baseball Academy does not currently have an agreement in place with the city for usage of Al Radka Park. If an agreement can be reached by the city, Central Cal Baseball Academy will allow all of Mr. Tucker's participants to include the Challenger team members and young people throughout the community an opportunity to take part or participate in the many planned baseball programs and events at Al Radka Park.
Well, we appreciate that gesture, but...
But what?
I mean, you know, it's for the kids. That's what we're here for. So if my kids can go out there and participate, then that's great. It's another outlet for them. But like I said, if they would have approached us in a more professional way, I think, in a more subtle way, our reaction would be much different. But we feel attacked and we're feeling like we're being bullied. So
well, this is what the email says. It says, most troubling is Mr. Tucker's self-interested exploitation of the young children of Central Cal Baseball Academy to promote his own interest. Repeatedly, Mr. Tucker has posted to the internet video footage of our children and their names in support of his campaign to smear our client.
We're not smearing names. You know, factual stuff. I mean, these accusations that are coming from the city, and I mean, facts. You know, we have facts. We feel attacked. We feel bullied. So we're going to break it down. I mean, why move?
You feel bullied?
Yeah.
By who?
By this group and by the city. I mean, you know, you think if you put together all of our athletes, I mean, it's about 200 athletes that you're moving again from Southeast Fresno, Callaway, and West Fresno. That's where our athletes are at.
All right, let's roll a piece of videotape from Al Radka Park. We showed this last September. We do have a call. It's the Special Needs Park. It's part of an adoptive park program. They run the Way of Life Sports Foundation. This is some of what we showed you last September. These are what the kids look like at Way of Life Sports Foundation. Many of them have special needs, and they're trying to play baseball right there. Caller, you're on the line. Go ahead. What's your question for these two?
What's happening is they're being bullied. That's what it comes down to. I used to work for a city, and that's just their tactics. So that's all it comes down to. You're being bullied, and somebody has an opportunity to capitalize on it, and they're using their power to do it. So that's all I got to say. I see it all the time.
Yeah, but what proof do you have?
Well, the proof. I don't have proof. Okay, they have the proof. Your guests, and you know, they just got to go with it. I mean, if you're a bully and you're asked to come up to fess up that you are, and they're not on the television, so hey, you're a bully if you're not showing up to defend yourself.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure I agree with. I'm not sure what proof our guests have provided today. I mean, it's almost like it's kind of like a tit for tat, he said, she said kind of thing. That's what I'm getting out of this. Can you understand my position here?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know,
I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I'm saying it's hard to get to the truth because you're saying one thing, they're saying another thing, and it's hard to...
And the other side won't come together. We understand that. You know, our voice is going to be loud. I have so many parents, athletes, they're concerned.
Right.
So Al Radka is just the place for us. I mean,
Hey, I want to read part of this email again from Mr. David Immersion, McCormick Barstow attorney. He says, we respectively request that Mr. Tucker please stop publicizing the faces and names of our children.
this is their faces, their children, it's on a website. Mm-hmm. We're not going out there sneaking around trees taking pictures of their athletes. I mean,
right. Well, who's doing that? Who's
nobody.
Doing that?
I'm just saying, if he's saying smearing or exploiting their children, I mean, they're on a website. It's on the internet. Just like we have our website. There's, what is it? I've never even been to it. So
their web. You're saying their website.
Their CC Baseball or whatever.
If you read that comment that you just said again about he's requesting that Tucker stop posting,
posting and smearing names.
Yeah, we're not stealing photos. We're not, it's that's on a website. So how are we putting their children out there?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, we got to take a break here on Connect with Me. We'll be back with your phone calls and more of this conversation. 436-MeTV, option 11.
We get our speed from Mom and Dad. They do stuff super fast. And now they got this new kitchen, so they're even faster. So they can help us with our free throws.
The time-saving Frigidaire Gallery line with a quick preheat and smudge-proof stainless steel that resists fingerprints and cleans easily. It's mealtime in no time, from start to clean. Frigidaire Gallery.
Save more during Frigidaire Gallery bonus days when you buy 3 or more qualifying appliances. See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
Retro TV, your home for classic television. The greatest shows in history are here for you to enjoy. Join Cosby and Colt as secret agent men in I Spy. Ride along the Ponderosa with the Cartwrights in Bonanza. Hit the beat with Joe Friday in Dragnet. And that's not all. Retro TV offers endless fun and excitement for the whole family to enjoy. Retro TV, the best in classic television.
You can find Retro TV on over-the-air channel 13.4.
When you like Ventura TV Appliance on Facebook, it's nice. But when you love the Whirlpool appliances we deliver, it's even better. Our website is cool, and it's a good place to start. But you really should touch the merchandise before you buy. Touch the new Whirlpool Ice Collection. It offers a modern style made to create an inspiring kitchen experience. Save big on this Whirlpool Black Ice or White Ice kitchen. Come in to Ventura TV Appliance and touch the merchandise today.
The Ballad of Andy and Barney. Andy and Barney were lawmen, bravest you ever did see. Warned every crook in the record book to stay out of Mayberry. They were the law.
Yes, they were the law, and they didn't know fear.
The Andy Griffith Show.
I guess to sum it up, you could say there's 3 reasons why there's so little crime in Mayberry. There's Andy, and there's me, and baby makes 3.
Now on MeTV Fresno.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the save energy, save time, save money place. The Energy Star qualified #1 rated high efficiency Cabrio from Whirlpool Place. You heard right. Right now, save big on select Whirlpool Cabrio laundry pairs and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
You can find movies on over-the-air channel 13.3. Movies. Our name says it all.
Is taking care of laundry taking too much of your time? Have you become a missing mom? With a new fast, efficient washer and dryer from Ventura TV Video Appliance, you'll spend more of your day the way you want. Save now on Frigidaire's Advanced Affinity Laundry Pair. Let Frigidaire save you energy, water, and time. Don't spend your life on laundry. Upgrade today at Ventura TV Video Appliance and save.
All right, back here on the program, we do have a call. Hang on, caller. Just be patient for a minute. I'll get to you in a second. I do want to explain why we took such a long break here. Jennifer Willis and Larry Mesa were scheduled to come on the program in place of Terrence Frazier today, representing Central Cal Baseball Academy. During the break, I called both Jennifer and Larry on their cell phones, and neither one of them wanted to come on the air via telephone and explain their side of the story. In fact, Larry just told me that he was told not to talk to you folks. I don't know if it means me or us here at Connect with Me, or if it means you guys from Way of Life Sports Foundation. So it means me.
Yeah,
they don't want to talk to me.
They don't
what did I ever do to them? I politely asked them to come on the program and explain their position, and they cut me off rather quickly. They told me to call Terrence Frazier. I did call Terrence Frazier. He has not returned my calls. I do have his cell phone. So, caller, go ahead. You're on the air. We'll take your call.
Yeah. One thing about your guest, I would tell them, stick to your guns, okay? You're doing a lot for kids that need help, whether it be softball or whatever, okay? And whatever field they use, okay. You should be commended for sticking up to your guns, number one. They're trying to get out of a situation, and they've been told by a lawyer, okay, and that's it. It has nothing to do with the parents. The parents are not involved in this. They could be told, well, you know, that program's this, and that. But I did this about 20 years ago, try to get kids that were not able to play ball and just have fun, and letting the parents know there's a program for every kid on earth, and if people like yourselves, coaches or whatever, do it on their own, don't ask for anything, what's wrong with that? Why do they want to get involved with that? You know, they're making a big issue, and they're being pushed by this lawyer. That's all they're doing. They're trying to get you scared and whatnot. Stick to your guns. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. You've come this far, and to break up your program and all that, you're hurting the kids. If it has to be to that point, let the parents take care of it, okay? Mm-hmm. You know, you don't need to get down to their level. I mean, right. John tried to call the people. They don't want to talk to him. He's got a lot of pull, as well as you. You stick to your guns with the parents. Hey, you know, hey, they're not doing anything wrong, and we're going to stick to our guns, and we're going to still continue our program. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, caller, very much. Hey, I have some more quotations from our guy, the City Parks Director, Manuel Maldonado, who was gracious enough to take my call the other day, and a very, very polite man, by the way. But I want to put the third quote up there. It says, the first time he, meaning Cardoza Tucker, gave us a check, it bounced. We told him he had to pay with a money order, so he came back with a money order the next time to pay. What's your reaction?
I don't know what that's all about. Maybe
sabotaging.
True or false? False, definitely false.
Okay.
Maybe sabotaging. my image, you know, and then they're putting the. This is crazy.
All right, let's put
insane.
let's put the last quotation up. This is from the city parks director. Talked to him on the phone, so we're putting some quotes up on the screen there. What sold me on the Central Cal Baseball Academy is as far as the commitment that was on the table. It was $30,000 in scholarships, allowing them to join their program, the kids, I guess. The academy will improve the scoreboards, maintain the fields, and meet all the park adoption requirements. If they are going to have events out there, they will let us know. We're dealing with a more established group that seems to be more professional. Ooh, that's a stab right there.
Well,
what do you think of that, Jana?
You know, I'm not even going to take light to that, but what I will respond to is scoreboards. Okay, that's our idea. We've been bugging the city for 2 years to get these scoreboards fixed. We have a lot of community support and a lot of sponsors if we need to utilize them. So as far as them bringing in all this money, okay, money talks, but your athletes, where are they from? You're kicking our athletes out of their home area. Why are you going to uproot that? So that's,
you know, I don't know
what it
if
comes down
this
to.
is true or not. If it has to do with the mayor and her husband and her son, I don't have any proof of that. I don't know. I'm only going by what you're telling us here on the program. But why they didn't want to come on and tell their side of the story, why they had an attorney from McCormick Barstow call me and say, don't come on. Terrence Frazier won't return my calls now. Jennifer Willis didn't want to talk. Larry Meza didn't want to talk. So, I mean, politely, I asked both sides to come on, say, okay, let's hash this out. You know, what's really going on here? And I got turned down by the other side. That would be the Central Cal Baseball Academy, which apparently filed an application to take over Al Radka Park as part of that adoptive park program sometime in July. The city has not accepted their application, but we don't know what's going to happen. Meanwhile, you're on the street come August, right?
Well,
right.
I have a question too. I mean, when did Maldonado even come into office? Because I know he's new, and
he's fairly new.
He has not personally met with me, and I'm just as important as him, I would say. And so,
well, you're both board members.
This is the thing. When we would go to the meeting, we went to one.
They would only tell me to come by myself. I couldn't bring none of my staff. They told me to come alone every single time. And as far as Terrence Frazier and their group talking about he has $30,000 of improving the park, like I said, I got emails. We wanted to get the scoreboards fixed.
Right.
We wanted to put the fences up, separating the soccer from baseball so we can have the gate fee. We wanted to build another additional snack bar in the middle of the 2 baseball fields. We had requests to add lights in the bathroom. Can we raise the fences up and push them back?
All at zero cost to the city.
All at zero cost. And that was coming all out of with our donations and sponsors and things of that nature. So
yeah, we got about a minute left, and you know, this is what you get, ladies and gentlemen, when you have one side of the story. We had these folks come on from the Way of Life Sports Foundation, but the other side, nowhere to be found. And so where do we go from here, ladies and gents?
Like the last gentleman that just called in, we're going to stick to our guns, and we're going to keep fighting, and we're going to get to the bottom and to see what's right. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And we have documented facts. We got hard copies of things, emails, photos. So we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
We won't back down.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. All right, Gina, good to see you again.
It's been great.
Good luck
Thanks.
with you and your son, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Who has a special needs as well.
Yeah,
So,
one of our
Cardoza,
athletes.
my pleasure to see you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it.
Way of Life Sports Foundation, we'll see where it goes from here. File a lawsuit? We'll see. I don't know. It's kind of, you know, it's up in the air. See you tomorrow here on Connect with Me. Congressman Devin Nunes will be here for a part of the program. Have a great day.